Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here of the Dr. Greenthumb Show. I am your host for the day, E-Zone, dressed up as Be Real. Not because he always wears these little nice suits, you know? Yeah, but welcome back. I don't know where B Real's at now. It's probably still in Europe or in Spain. Yeah, I know. I thought I saw frijoles with their breakfast. It's disgusting. Disgusting tradition. But to the right of me is the mellow one, the one and only Mellow Mayonnaise.
What up, Mellow?
Crowd goes wild.
Sprays a cologne real quick.
Hey, how you like my shirt, though?
Dope.
Man?
Old Bronx style, baby. Polo grounds.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, okay.
Bronx. Yep.
You know, I ain't never been there, but we'll talk about that right now. Also, running the boards, we got Rah, Not Bolton, and Dominic.
What's up, E-Zone? It's like
up?
we did this morning.
Yes, tomorrow we're going to do it 3 times.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. And what is it? Also to my left is the concentrate king himself, Cali Blaze.
What it do, people? Welcome back.
Feels good to be back, man.
Yes, sir.
We took a well-needed break. Man, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Everybody is talking about the Diddy trial right now.
What's your thoughts?
I mean, I haven't done enough research into it for me to really be kind of like involved and be like, oh my God, you know, like, but you know right from wrong, but I don't know, man. He pulled the John Gotti move.
Yep.
Like he proved to be untouchable once again for a lot of the crimes. And I mean, not just untouchable because it's not like he paid everybody off, but he got proven innocent.
But I think he still got guilty, of 2?
Guilty on 2 counts.
But the counts is some bullshit.
Counts,
yeah, there's some bullshit counts.
Basically sophisticated pimping. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know, like, you know, maybe I'm naive about it, but I didn't know that you were supposed to bang hookers where you found them at. Like, I didn't know that.
I hear you.
Like, I didn't know that.
I mean,
Because
that's a good one.
I thought they were called call girls. Like, you
Right.
call them over where you're at.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Right.
today I'm at such and such state. You think you could come, you know, service the needs over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now that's sex trafficking. You know what
I
I'm saying?
didn't know it, but
None
haven't
of us
people
do.
been doing that for generations though? Like, isn't that just like some rock star lifestyle? I'm the it guy type of behavior.
Well, what it is in this case is he was having the dudes flown in.
They were still prostitutes,
Right.
though, you know? Yeah.
Even though they were called entertainers, the prosecution labeled them as prostitutes, male prostitutes, right? So now, which I'm sure is something nobody at this table has ever done, you don't fly in dudes to bang your chick.
Nope.
That's one thing we don't do.
Not local, not
That's my
flying
man
in.
Shag used to say that's what it don't do.
Yep.
Right? So in this case, it was that. He flew in dudes. But however, from what I've seen is, you know, it's like all of us are guilty of flying a chick somewhere, you know, or flying her here in to LA. Now, I guess under that law, every man should be on trial.
Okay, but
You know what I'm saying?
is it the pretense that is that is what makes the situation different? Because when you think about it, like when you know, when I was single and you know I met somebody at, like, let's just say like another state, and I had to come out here, I'm flying you out with the intent of like, I'm gonna take you out, show you around the town.
Yeah.
It wasn't an exchange where it's like when you get here, we finna take you pound town. You know what
That
I'm
was
saying?
the difference he
Yeah,
did.
like you do it with the intent. You're like, hey, you know what? I got game. I know how to work do this dance move. So I know with my recipe, I finna get get where I want to be.
Yeah.
That's how I trusted him. But like, it was never an exchange
That's
of like
different.
But in
It
his
is
case,
different, though. He
this
was
is
like,
like
yo.
a list. He's like, yo, I need anal, I need this, I need that.
And this pay for it. Like,
Yeah, and it's
here's
paid for.
5G, is this what you're going to do? That's different than saying, yo, I'm going to send you a ticket. You come out here, I'll take care of you. Two different things.
Vote or
You know what
die.
I'm saying? Two different things.
Yeah.
Really.
So I think now he's still looking at 10 years per charge, and there's 2 charges left, right? So you're looking at least 20
Well,
years.
that's maximum. And
Max.
to be real, that's
Max.
bullshit. He shouldn't even get
max.
it.
No, I'm looking at anywhere between 8 and 12, with sometimes just served already for the time he's been in.
Talk about rich people jail though, man. You know?
Yeah, it's not going to be the
This
because
Martha's-
they did drop the RICO case.
Right.
It won't be in the feds, but it won't be as brutal as, you know what I'm saying, all that other, when you think about murder in the first degree and all that manslaughter and all that type of shit.
Not just that, when they raided him, bro, that was like one of the biggest raids we seen. Like, that shit was all over the news. They hit all of his residences in all these states at one time. They were like, we got 8 terabytes. We got everybody. There's going to be names coming out. Bro, that shit died down to some whack-ass charges. So, not trying to be stupid. Like, we know he's a fucked up dude.
Well, yeah, you know.
We
like,
seen the tapes.
Blaze,
You know?
I've been telling you since the day the shit started in week 1. I said, I don't think the prosecution is using the right verbiage to get a RICO.
They didn't.
And they made it more about the baby oil than the actual crimes, right? So the baby oil became the fucking joke around town. And they never did get back to square one on that, and they never showed a smoking gun for real, for real. So I knew that they were struggling, and the interesting thing about it is I started to see a pattern then. You feel me? And the pattern was they were trying to make us think, look how bad he is, look how bad he is. He did this and he did that. But all it really was a bad case of domestic violence at that point. You know
Which
what I'm
was
saying?
fucked up, you know,
Yeah, of
for
course.
real.
No female deserves to get her ass whooped
Don't
like
say
that.
none, but
Yeah.
most.
So, you know what I mean? Like what he did. So all we're looking at is, okay, there's a lot of physical shit going on here, but where is the conglomerate that's committing all these other crimes? Is there a RICO? Basically, if you don't know what a RICO is, it was created by Dr. Robert Blakey, I believe it was, who created it in the 60s, but nobody knew how to use it until Giuliani got a hold of it, and they were able to bring down the mob. Now, is it a criminal enterprise? No, of course not, man. This is Bad Boy Records. The dude's got an endorsement deal for a vodka. This is not a company that wakes up and goes, who can we kill today?
Yeah.
It's just not. So we knew off the top.
He wakes up and say, "Who can plow my girl today?" That's what he
Right,
was doing.
exactly. So what crime is that really?
Yeah.
So we have to look at things objectively and not watch this thing with our hearts so that we can make, just a rational decision about it.
People in New York are wild. They're outside the courtroom spraying baby oil. Did you see
Yeah,
that
I
shit?
saw that.
Bro, and people in
It
New
is.
York are wild, bro. Spraying baby oil all over.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
And then what's all the shirts saying? No RICO for a freako.
A freako is not
Yeah,
a
freako is not a RICO.
RICO,
And real
yeah.
talk, the shit he's doing, whether you agree with it or not, man, that's not our business. It's Is it legal or illegal? Is it moral or immoral? Those
That
are the
part.
two things that really matter, you know?
Yeah.
So-
So here we go. I mean, they're gonna come up with here in any second now. His team is gonna have their last say, and then we'll go into the last deliberation here and see what happens. How many years he ends up getting? So it's gonna get interesting here the next hour or two.
Oh, yeah, because there's still shit coming in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All I can
So why
say
are
is-
people celebrating if it's still not over?
Because he beat the main charges. Because I
Yeah.
think he had 5 charges, and like the 2 biggest ones that you would have got time for, not guilty.
Like the life in prison shit, the RICO.
Yeah.
That shit, he would, that's you're not coming back home.
Nah.
But he beat that, right? And the racketeering part of it as well. So they got him for basically sophisticated pimping and shit like that.
I wonder what happens to all these paintings. Like,
Oh, you mean the drawings?
yeah.
They get archived. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm over here. I was like, man, what's going on? Do they auction them?
They really did a very poor job putting that shit together.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to put a federal indictment together, you need real fucking charges. So, I mean, if you're going to, he got real money, which means
Yeah.
real lawyers, real defense. You better have some solid shit.
That's a
They
great
did not.
point. That's
They
a
did
great
not.
point. And I've been saying, if you really wanted to do a RICO, you should have had your ducks in order. In other words, brung Suge Knight out of prison to your court case and said what he knew about what happened to
Biggie.
to Tupac and Biggie and his involvement there. Now we got some real smoking guns to look at, and we can go, okay, what happened to Kim Porter?
Right.
How did she miraculously just disappear and die one day?
'Cause
Was
you know
she
she gotta
drugged?
go through
Perhaps.
that.
You know, if this guy can give away all these drugs, then perhaps maybe he drugged her. We don't know. I'm just saying, allegedly, right? So we want to make sure that that's not our place, number one. But if I'm the prosecutor, I'm bringing Suge Knight out of prison.
Right.
Tell me what you know. I'm bringing his ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal. Why didn't bring Gene Deal out?
Yeah.
Where's Mace? Where's Lil Kim?
Well, those are better.
saying?
When you bring out Suge, unfortunately, you can bring people, oh, he's a criminal, he'll say whatever he needs to do to get out of jail. His testimony is not worth too much because of where he's at. Real
This is
talk.
modern day OJ,
Real
huh?
talk, yeah.
Perhaps, but they were boys back then.
Yeah.
They were boys back then, and they knew each other, and they spoke to each other many times. You know what I mean? So that's the way I would have built the case if I was the prosecutor. All this oil and baby oil and freak off. Come on, man. That's not RICO worthy. It's just not.
You know, I don't know, man. There's still a lot to like unravel. You know, and there's people. Like you said, people should have looked into like getting Suge Knight's side of it. But then he's been no notorious liar. That is, you
Right.
feel like you just can't take that guy serious. Remember where his son went famous for saying that Tupac was still alive, and then he just trolled the whole internet. Like it's just too much like thirstness for clout. And
Whatever he would say, you'd need other people to back it up,
Yeah.
not just Suge.
exactly.
Yeah, and if you're running a criminal organization, where are all your other co-defendants at?
True.
Because if you have a criminal organization, you're at
Where's
the
your
top.
underling?
You have foot soldiers. You have
Yeah.
an army of affiliates down on the street level.
But who's to say
You know
that
what
all
I'm
those
saying?
people that are protesting outside don't work for him, or all the people that are like sticking up for him? don't
Right,
work
but
for him?
we don't know that. But a lot of those people got immunity for the testimonies. In other words, they weren't going to go to jail based off their testimony on the stand. So that's the only reason they did come out and talk about what they talked about.
Yeah.
So there was 32 witnesses. I only knew of Cassie and the girl Jane.
Yeah.
Realistically, they didn't even really tell us who those other people was. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Was
I don't
Jane 50's baby mom?
I'm beginning to think
Is that maybe her?
I'm beginning to think that might be the case.
Because I know, like, she was definitely one of them, you know, like, just by watching what
Right.
50 was posting.
Right.
He's the ultimate. Like, fuck, man. Yeah, 50 is the one calling him, what's it called? What, John Gotti?
Gay
Yeah.
John Gotti.
Gay John Gotti. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck 50. He's
It's a
ruthless.
cold game.
He's ruthless, man.
It's a cold game, man. But, you know,
Yeah.
I've been watching this. I've been up on it. You know, I just wanted to see some kind of vindication for the Tupac thing and the Diddy and the Biggie thing. And I thought they were going to wrap that around into this murderous, you know, thing which then now you can look at a decent RICO.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you add the prostitution, the racketeering, all that
Murder.
collusion and all that other stuff. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a real RICO, and now we're looking at things a little bit differently. There's a different picture painted, right? But none of that happened here. It was mostly like his sexual preference on trial.
Which we all know he's fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
He's a deviant. And he's definitely, like, I'm sure he's done some really fucked up shit. The prosecution just did a terrible job proving it.
There was no need
Yeah.
for him to have that much baby oil.
We agree,
I mean-
but that's not a charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Right.
But it's still not a charge.
Look.
You could be as freaky as you want, but if you're drugging the women, like, there's a difference between a girl doing drugs
Yeah.
with you and a difference when you drugging her. There's
Right.
two completely different things. So,
Great point.
Like, if he was drugging them, yo, put him in jail. If they was partying together and then they're looking for a paycheck after,
Yeah.
it's a different story.
Yeah, remember
bro.
when the baby oil supposedly had drugs in it?
GHB.
Like,
Yeah, who's drinking yeah,
baby
exactly.
oil, B?
Come on.
Seriously, like, look, realistically,
Yeah.
there could be somebody in the chat room right now that enjoys a good orgy.
Yeah.
Is that person guilty?
Well, only
Of-
if they're drugging people.
Right.
If the people are taking drugs,
You hear that, Major Mike?
I want to see anybody raise your hands.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
for real, man. Like, there's a lot of people who do shit on their own free will. That's different than somebody sneaking drugs into your shit. And if they were sneaking drugs, put his ass in jail. You don't need to be drugging people. But drugs and sex are like peas and carrots. They've been together for a long fucking time. So
Real talk.
if he was drugging them, put him in jail. If they were taking the drugs, man, he's doing what a lot of people do. That's all I could tell you.
Most
with his
def.
own preference.
Most def. And it's not like he was, look, the thing that I'm looking at too is, are you making this girl, Cassie, who's trying to become an artist, do all these things because that's just your freaky behavior, or is that the process in your camp to get to the fame?
Right.
Right? Because if it's the process to get to the fame, then that's real
up.
fucked up.
Yep. Which it probably is.
That's
I
real
mean,
fucked up.
to tell you the truth, he was using, like, after they would do shit, he was blackmailing them. He was basically saying, if you don't continue to do it, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to put tapes out. That shit is mad illegal. And that shit is fucked up morally, too.
Right.
Like, whatever somebody did behind closed doors, if you're going to use that and threaten them, like, hey, I'm going to ruin your life with these tapes, that's fucked up.
Right. But once you got to the fame and you kept on doing these things, now we got to look at you sideways a little bit. So, ladies, if you're looking for the bag, make sure that first you're moving ethically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can get to the bag. There's a right way to get to the bag, and you don't have to sacrifice everything that your whole body and put yourself out there that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if there's real love involved there, this woman was around for 11 years.
Right.
They were in love at some point. You know what I'm saying? And you have to take that into account. But at the same time, she got cut out. She got caked up. She hit her millions. She got her fame, and yada, yada, yada. So it's like, at some point, you got to know when to step off. Like, yo, I'm famous now. I could step off.
Yeah.
Right? Yes or no?
Yeah, but that's the thing. He was threatening. Like, if you go and you stop, I'm going to release these tapes.
Right. That's
grimy
coercion,
shit.
right?
Yep, it is. It's extortion. It's blackmail. Like, whatever you want to call it, those are legal. You can face charges for that, and you should face charges for that, because that honestly, that's some corrupt shit to do to somebody. It's wrong. Whatever you guys did, you go to use that against somebody, no.
And even that's up to,
A judge? No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's up for debate, because when you think about Pamela Anderson tapes with old boy, the drummer, friend of ours, right?
Yep.
Like, that made them uber famous even more.
Yep.
So if the tape goes
Kim
out,
Kardashian.
then say, fuck it, nigga, put the tape out.
Yeah.
Because you're going to look like a fucking freak just as much as I am.
Yeah.
So go ahead, release the tapes. I'm out of here.
Remember Cassie? That recording of Cassie came out, but she was threatening the one of the guys, the hired dicks to
Yes.
over, like, if you don't delete the tape, I will kill you. And I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, well, if all this is going on, you're right. Then I'm just like, you gotta be the sacrifice and be like, release it then.
Yeah.
Fuck all this shit
That's
up.
what I'm saying. Like, don't
Fuck
call
it
my
all
bluff,
up for
nigga,
me.
do it.
Fuck it up for Diddy. Fuck it up for everybody. Yeah, if it's that serious.
If it's that serious, rock and roll. You know what I mean?
You're right though. Like, that. I mean, look at the embarrassment you had to live by, or what is it? Endure by fucking not letting him release the tape, Cassie. All that shit. People could have been judging for themselves, and they could have been like, "Oh damn, I don't rock with you," like they didn't when they saw R. Kelly do the tape, or they could have been like, "You know what? This some Kardashian ass tape. I respect Cassie. I fucks with her." Life could have done its thing.
I mean, now you got Kardashian fame out of it.
Yep.
So now you got the fragrance line, you got the whole other shit, you got the TV show offers and all that other stuff. You get uber famous. So if you're gonna do this, but you're not gonna do that, all of a sudden we move in with a little, you know what I mean? A little ethics now. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's technically revenge porn, though.
Yeah. And
Which
look
is
at Kim,
illegal.
like, without that
Which
tape,
is illegal.
man, she would have never blew up the way she did without that tape.
Nah.
No fucking way. Paris Hilton too. Look at her. Paris had a tape too.
Yeah.
They all
Whack
did.
ass tape too.
Yeah. Oh, terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
All of them.
Like,
Yeah.
All of them. But it blew them the fuck up. So yeah, sometimes that blackmail blow up right in your face.
Yeah.
Go ahead and release it. I'm gonna blow up even bigger.
And she was already paid. She didn't need to
She was
do
a
that.
Hilton.
Yeah, exactly.
A Hilton. That name alone, bro. Come on.
Facts.
Hilton.
Facts.
you think she was just like a sheltered girl that just like, not sheltered, but like her parents kept her away from all that crazy shit, and then she was just like, you know what, fuck you, mom. I'm just gonna do what I want. She just embraced that shit. Because imagine how, like, you're coming from the Hilton estate, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's like multi-millions and millions and
Hundreds
millions,
of
hundreds and millions, bro. So, like, bro, you're trying to raise some daughter with some class and stuff, and then you got this bitch
Yep.
Wasn't she like hanging out with Jay
Nicole
Electronica?
Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter.
Right.
That was her like
The Simple
best friend
Life,
was
remember?
Nicole Richie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
Yeah, we used to run into them on Sunset every once and again back in the day.
Yep.
And they would say, "What's up?"
Yeah. Yeah, Paris Hilton was hella cool. She'd sit there with us, and if you saw her, she'd sit there with you, fuck with you.
That's tight. See, I don't know. She's like what? Like she's like the it chick for like that era.
She's been married for a while now, too.
No, for her era, like that was like when I was a teenager. When she was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
she was-
you had to like that style because she was like, a bone skinny.
Right.
That was a certain look.
But at that time, that's what was in though.
Yeah,
Like,
it depends on who
Not
you were.
necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, on the
Depends who
mainstream,
you
you
ask.
didn't have like super unless it was a rap video and you had black girls popping it up. But like when it comes to like white girls, that's like what they always been pushing at that time. You had
Well, the
shows
thing
like
about
Laguna
her-
Beach and all these shit. None of those white girls look voluptuous.
Zone. The thing about her was she was different from the Baywatch type of bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Baywatch had the fake
Voluptuous.
boobs with the thick lips, with the
Yeah.
blown up lips and all that.
Not just the
She
stick.
came in on some skinny
Model
I just
shit.
want to party model runway shit.
Yeah.
And fools were like, damn, that's a different type of hoe. You know what I mean? So it became like the look.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that though, but it's true though, because that is some shit that will catch your attention, bro. You know how like men peacock, bro. Women kind of just they all just get dolled up, bro. But when they get the chance to be super different, that's the one that's getting the attention.
Yep.
Yeah, you be like that's exactly what you think though. You're like, damn, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was though. She introduced that kind of look, I guess. So
Well, no, that model look, I mean, like, she has the look of a model. That is a real model look. Tall and skinny, natural.
Yeah.
No fucking fake titties, no fake ass, no nothing. Like, that's that model look. Bone structure, like, it's certain dudes love it, certain dudes don't.
And not only that, but that whole look had its own soundtrack at the time as well. Because even in the hip hop videos, everybody was about running the runway look with the crispy button up. The hat tilted to the side. Your earrings had to be flooded out. All that shit. So remember when Jay-Z did Change Clothes and all that?
Mm-hmm.
That whole look had its own vibe and a whole vibration that people wanted to belong to it too. You know what I'm saying?
do you find yourself like out of the loop now, like when you see certain things? Because I don't
I'm
know.
out of the loop with everything, bro.
I remember looking at it like when you're like certain eras. When you're younger, you can kind of like look at it and you're like, oh, this is what's currently trending, right? Because but then now you're like, you think it's all out, but you're just like, nah, you're just not in that loop no more.
Yep.
You're just not in that loop no more. You just don't know because like you mentioned the change clothes era, that inspired a whole wave of fashion. Then you have like the Kanye backpack and the polo era.
Right.
That was a whole nother fucking wave. And then like now I'm like, I don't watch music videos, so I don't know what the fuck.
Well,
is
because
it.
there really ain't many of them, Videos aren't even a big thing anymore. They're fucking videos were part of the song. Like when you made a song, you were already thinking of the video back in the days. Now, man, you may get a quick YouTube little quick something, but videos, man, shit. Millions of dollars used to go into some of them fucking
Facts.
videos.
Then the skinny jean era came in.
Yeah.
Fuck that era.
Now it's like
Hell yeah.
you're more free to just be yourself. Just be who the fuck you are.
Dudes in leggings is
front
a
it off.
fucked up thing, bro.
Unless you're working out.
Shit. No, I'm just talking about jeans that look like leggings, bro.
Oh.
Fuck, man. That's some wild shit. Yeah.
I don't know. I find it the reason the leggings are cool when you're working out so your balls don't bounce everywhere.
Yeah. Some support.
You gotta do jumping jacks, but you hear your balls clap every now and
And you
then.
better
bro.
have
And
shorts.
you just
over.
like
Oh no, not right now. Don't make no.
You wear shorts over them or just the leggings?
no, I wear leggings and then I put shorts over.
There
them.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like,
Yeah, no, I'm not just wearing.
Thank
just,
God. I'm
You're
like,
tripping,
yo.
bro. No.
You better have some fucking shorts.
Yeah, cause
over
I remember. Yeah, bro. Like that's not it, bro.
No way.
What
When you out the gym with that shit.
them. Yeah, like them. Look at them jeans, bro.
you get all
They're
embarrassed.
wild.
You ain't trying to be next to nobody. You're like, what if they hurt?
My
it?
balls hurt looking at that fucking picture. That's some crazy shit, bro. Balls will be in
That's
your
another
stomach.
thing, though, Blaze. I was thinking about the whole Diddy trial, and not to wrap it. Not to
What,
wrap,
his balls?
No. Not pause. Now you know how about 10, 15 years ago, especially in the Black and Latino community, there was an effeminate thing happening where they were pushing a feminism to guys like us.
Still there, bro. You got
Okay?
the Merces and the tight jeans. And
Right. So now you push this entire movement, but then you blame the guy for the actions
Right.
and call him a freak, and now you got to take him to court.
Yeah.
You endorse these things,
Yeah.
But now you want to call the guy a freak. If I'm that guy, I'm going, damn, I'm fucking confused as fuck.
I get it.
I'm wearing dresses on the red carpet, yellow leather suits. I'm pushing the pink color heavy. Then I act pink and I get the bus thrown at me.
Pink is cool.
Piece of pink is cool, yeah, until you wear too much of it, and then it's like, uh-oh.
Never had salmon?
No.
No, I'd be wearing some pink shit. If it looks good, fuck. I don't give a fuck. But I ain't also giving a fuck what somebody says either.
Yeah, but you're not out there playing that role.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you're not like
There's a
matching it
difference.
with some pink lipstick.
No,
and shit,
definitely.
bro.
What's up with the nail polish thing with dudes, too? Like, thinking that's cool as long as it's black.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
as long
bro.
as it's black. Like,
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that don't float either. But
That
to each
shit's
his
cool,
own,
I've seen a lot of
I get it
rap-
if you gotta get your shit cleaned up and you gotta get your shit like you don't have no long nails, especially if you like when I used to sell cars.
Yeah.
You had to fucking constantly.
Yeah, they watch your
Yeah, they
nails,
want
'cause
you to
work
do
with
that.
a
Yeah.
pen. People watching your hands while you work.
But it was never no like no like hey man add
No
a little
clear
fucking
coats, bro,
Can you
know?
put a little diamond at the end just so
Yeah.
I feel baller? Nah, bro.
No.
Like I never felt that. The only diamond I wanted was like on my ear, bro, or like on my rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Even if times are changing, I do see that there's certain things where I'm just like, I don't know if that would fly even if I was young.
No. Definitely.
Even or if I was younger, at that time. Like what's one of the things that you're like, I don't know if that would fly with me that you've seen?
The man purse, I can't do it. That's a straight up purse, bro. I can't do that. And it is a big thing. Like,
I'm guilty of the man purse.
I believe it, and there's mad fucking brands that are making them because people are buying them.
You feel it's
I got,
okay?
I got the backpack joint. Like, it goes around both.
Where do you
Still,
keep it?
You're still thugging.
Do you
You know
keep
what I
it
mean?
to the back or is
Yeah.
it to the front?
Yeah, no, I keep it to the back.
There you go. Then it's still a
What
backpack.
I look like to you, huh?
Hey, that's all I'm asking. If you wore it here, that's different.
Nah, bruh.
See, I don't know, man. I got the Louis V one.
Yeah,
That one goes
you
over.
be rocking
Yeah.
them. And even in the hood, people be putting their burners in them. Imagine getting shot by a dude with a purse. He pulled that shit out of his chest bag. Oh man, I bet. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm gonna die this way.
You earned this one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Imagine somebody pulls a fucking piece out of that and you get shot.
Yeah, well, see, that's that look that I was telling you they were pumping in the communities, right? And then
It's kind of cool back
you gotta
for camera.
there's a whole
pretty
lifestyle that goes
sophisticated.
along with this. This is not just the person, the thing that you're looking at. There's an entire lifestyle, okay,
Santa
that goes
Monica
with it.
Boulevard.
Is that a cigar bag? Because like I wonder like what's in that bag now. Like because I'm like low key.
Dildos.
I could put like maybe like 10 of those XL fucking chiclets hash holes in there and then pull up at like an event like check it out. But I wouldn't.
It's like
walk around with
20K
it like
right
that.
there.
He's got a vibrator in that bag, bro.
Okay, but I'm letting you know what I would put it in. I'd be like, this is a
his
hash hole display.
girlfriend.
I was like, I'm gonna put him there. Yeah, bro. That's it. You gotta make it valid, but like I don't know if I'm gonna be pairing it with that fucking suit and all that shit, bro. That seemed like that. Nah, I'm not doing that. I hate that all the suits they look all fucking flimsy these days, bro. Like when I saw a suit, bro, I mean like what's that movie? Goodfellas
Yeah.
and Casino. Those were fucking suits
Yeah.
right there, bro. Those, I don't know. Whenever I saw those suits in that movie, I was like, man, that's the kind of suit that kind of makes it look tough. And then now all of them, they're all super fucking skinny. Like, bro, can I raise my fucking hands?
What about suits with sneakers?
Nah.
I don't like it either.
It
Like,
better
I mean,
be
don't
some
get me wrong.
Ferragamo shit on your shoes. It doesn't even have to be designer, but if you can afford it, put some nice shit to complement the fucking leather of the animals that died to make your belt.
I've seen some dudes who pulled it off, like very few. To me, a suit still needs the right shoes, but I've seen here and there a pair of sneakers that went well, but 8 out of 10 times it's like, yo, put a nice pair of fucking shoes on. You got a nice suit going. Don't fuck it up,
Yeah, suit with some sneakers, like, nah, bro. I don't know. I mean, I guess it works. Like, I've seen people get married like that. I've been to a few weddings, and I'm just like, I guess, huh? Happiest day of your life, huh? Sneakers?
Yeah, if it looks good, shit, why not?
But then when you look at the pictures, I wonder if you're gonna look at it 5 years later and be like, that wasn't such a good idea. My wife is all beautiful with the fucking Vera Wang fucking dress, and then here I am, a fucking piece of shit with some sneakers on this designer ass suit, bro.
Yeah. Joseph, what up, baby? Welcome
Hello.
back from Europe, man.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Good, man. How was your trip? Tell us, bro. Talk to us. Serious.
Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Well, now Europe was pretty cool.
Nice.
Europe was, can't complain. 2 weeks out there, first time in Europe. The flight was long, but
What'd you do
overall
on
it
the
was
flight?
cool. Huh?
What you do in the flight?
I just watched some movies.
Like back to back, or you got some?
Yeah,
sleep in
back to
between?
back. I got sleep, and I thought I was gonna get more sleep than I thought I was, but
That's why you
I only
need
got
Xanax.
like I was saying, max like 3 hours sleep on the plane out of like a 10-hour flight.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you went to Amsterdam, right? First?
Yeah,
And then to, okay.
and then to the final spot. But yeah, it was pretty much cool. Went to Berlin, Amsterdam, from Amsterdam to Cologne, Cologne to Frankfurt. Then I saw Cyprus right there in Frankfurt, and then I ended it in Switzerland,
Dope.
Zurich.
Very nice.
So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Like it's the big bucks, people.
That's right. And then you got to see some cool shit, bro. Because there's so much history and so much beautiful buildings and
Yeah.
castles and shit you don't see.
You
over
like
there.
it?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, after Amsterdam, we all pretty much well, B started the tour right then and there. He didn't even got time to like it was just straight point A to point B to tour, you know?
Yeah.
So then but yeah, I got by the time we were in Amsterdam, it was actually the 750th anniversary of the city. And it is that old. I was like, wow, I never would have thought, you know, a city could be that old. But yeah, Amsterdam's pretty up there, being 750 years old.
Well, shit, New York, that got settled by what, like the 1500s? So that's right around, that's like 600 and something years old.
Did you go inside the castle?
Did I? No, I don't think so. I just saw him like going on train rides. Because once I got there by train, once we got there by flights, it was just getting everywhere else by train for me. And it was pretty much cool seeing like just the greenery and the mountains and the nature of it. But yeah, within like the mountains that you see castles right on top.
Great.
And I saw like at least 10 castles on the way to like from one city to another.
People don't live in them castles; they're just abandoned, or what?
Yeah, most of them are like historically preserved. And I don't know, you know, I'm sure there's certain castles that people privately own, but I'm sure most of them are like, you know, owned by the country.
Government.
Yeah, like historical preservation. I took a train from Amsterdam all the way through Germany. It was like fucking 11 hours or something, like from one part all the way down. But you get to see, like you said, a lot of beautiful countryside, castles, cities. Like, it's beautiful. And if you watch like history shit, I watch a lot of the History Channel. So when you see a lot of these spots, like, you're like, oh shit, this is where this happened, this is where this happened. And you could put a place to those scenes, and it's like, wow, I can't imagine what that must have been like, you know?
Yeah, it's old cities, bro. It was a trip seeing it just walking by it. Cause in Cologne, one of the cities I went to, Cologne, that city basically got bombed. Like the whole.
What about Berlin, bro? Berlin was nothing. That shit was bombed to the floor. Back in World War II, yeah, man, that everything. Amsterdam got hit really bad. That's where Anne Frank's house was in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And then if you know, like, one of the only places that didn't get like obliterated was like Czech Republic, like over there, Czech, Prague, like they got hit, but not like Amsterdam and Germany, France, England, like all of them got bombed the fuck out during World War II.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
bad.
a lot of history out there. So it was cool seeing
Beautiful.
that.
What's that a picture of?
Cologne.
That's Cologne.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bridge.
That's a cathedral right there. Yeah, it's just a really nice cathedral.
Didn't it trip you out how like all those buildings, like who the fuck built this shit? Like how is it all pointy and just like carved out like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always think about that. Like who the fuck had the time to do the craftsmanship? Somebody up there going like tink, tink, tink,
Yeah,
like for
literally, no,
days.
they got stones right there, bro, and they have their own little department where if stuff gets broken or like stuff gets damaged, they have their own people that take care of that. Like they don't get no one from the city. Like
They don't get
have,
like 5 guys from Home Depot.
Yeah, no, they have their own little architect team within the church that handles stuff like that.
Oh damn! So it's made to be preserved like that.
Yeah, this is crazy. And then they also have like certain like pieces of the top of the pillar of the church where it has like, oh, this is what you see from down here, but if you were to stand next to it, this is how tall it is. And it's just like just crazy stuff. Cool stuff.
What's up with the food?
The food was cool. I actually had ramen in Germany.
Man,
That was pretty fire.
not the place you have ramen, Pedro.
Hey, not this spot. This spot was pretty cool. McDonald's out there. I had it in Berlin.
What was different about the McDonald's out there?
They had curly fries.
Yeah.
And they had a chicken sandwich that was like the Burger King original chicken sandwich.
Like the long
It
one?
was it was just like that,
that's
and it
kinda
was
tight.
pretty good. And yeah, I had some steak out there, like the whatever cows they call them out
Is
there.
this your first time in that part of the world?
Yeah, it was my first time actually like out there in Europe.
Did you cry?
Right
It was
on.
pretty crazy.
That's what I love about Amsterdam, like the Netherlands. It's so old. Like I was saying, one of my boys over there, that all the shit on the canals, like all those old things, most of those things were built in like the 14 or 1500s.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, they're still in amazing shit, and they're still mad expensive. Like a duplex or one of those things, they're like $5-8 million, and
Yeah, right next to the canal. Yeah, it's pretty pricey.
It sure is, and that shit is dope. Like that shit's standing up 500 years later. We build shit now. 100 years later, you got to tear it down. You know, it's wild. Reverse engineering. Shit was better back then with no power, no tools. Well, not no tools, no power tools. No fucking electricity. They built shit to last.
I mean, there's
centuries.
no people that live like that. You ever seen the video of like 100 Amish guys lifting a house?
Yep.
And they're all just
With the
moving
ropes
it?
and shit. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like they
use
move a
leverage.
whole ass house.
It's all about leverage, really. When people are like, how did they move these? Leverage. Just using different leverage. Wow.
Yeah, like they're all carrying a piece and then they're all like, ready, go. And that is crazy. The Amish lifestyle is another thing, bro.
They live in old world.
I remember my
electric.
first time in Spain, long time ago, and I started thinking to myself some bugged out shit because we had a small group of us, you know, in my entourage. And I was thinking to myself, I hope these motherfuckers don't decide to enslave us all over again, because I'll be right here.
Right? Ain't leaving.
Man.
Yo,
The food in
I was
Spain.
thinking some
oof.
way out shit, Blaze. I was.
The food is so good.
Did you like it when you went out there? Like
I loved it.
scenery?
Yeah, I love Spain. Yeah.
I mean, you do think some way out shit when you're in another country, bro. Like I think about it, I'm like, like when I was in Japan, I'm just like, imagine how much cooler Korea would have been if Japan actually took that shit over. No disrespect to Korea, but I was just like, imagine. like I was just like, then you wouldn't have to cook your own Korean barbecue. They would be serving
they'd
you.
cook it for you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That it would be all about service.
It's the greatest fucking, not scam, but greatest thing ever to come up is we'll charge you extra, but you cook it yourself. You do the cooking. Here's your food.
I think if Japan would have taken over over Korea, or they would have beat them, there would have been no division with North Korea, because they would have been like, you know what, we backed up with Japan and the part Japan took over, and they would have been like, fuck this fool, we gonna take over the North part too, because they were doing some crazy barbaric shit back in the day. When you look, bro,
Even during World War II.
yeah, when you look,
You see what they did to China during World War II? Fuck, bro.
China.
Japanese, when it comes to war, they were ruthless. You talk about ruthless. Torture.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I think they could have
ruthless.
taken over Korea, bro. They could have been like, you know what, it's our shit now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like fools that have, you know, like how Frank said it. He was like, a guy like that is break his back. You know, you gotta nuke somebody like that, bro. To
Well,
stop
that
them.
was the only
To
reason we
fucking
did it,
stop
'cause
them,
we
bro.
knew
Damn,
there was
dude.
no stopping them.
You gotta be like, no, bro, that's a lot of determination. Let me just blow this whole thing out of proportion. It's a little bit too much, eh?
No comment. But I see, I feel what you mean though about what you say that, Mello, because when they were like, when we were crossing the borders and like,
Yeah.
and like the people from like when you were switching country, when they came on board, they're like, passport. And, you know, they got the power to just be like, all right, you come with me.
Yeah, like some old war-torn country
Yeah.
movie shit. Like, where are your papers?
Yeah.
You know? All that shit.
So that tripped me out a little bit.
That's
too.
how they were asking for your shit?
Oh,
yeah.
when,
they'll
when,
tell
when
you
I went
figure
from
it out.
Amsterdam to the Netherlands from Germany
On the train.
on the train, yeah, they wait if you're sleeping, they'll wake you up, like wake you
Yeah?
up, yeah, like
Absolutely.
passport.
Because you go on
Yeah.
a train, you'll go through different countries, but as long as it's inside, like, you know, when you're in the UK, you're in the UK. When you're in Europe, you're in Europe. It's like going state to state. It's not a big deal. Like, you can, when you fly from Amsterdam to Germany or whatever, I don't even think they stamp your passport. Like, when I was doing those flights, they don't even, you're still inside of that. So they'll just check it to make sure you're there. But I don't even think you get a stamp. You can travel through those countries pretty freely as long as you have, you know, either a European passport or a U.S. passport.
Damn.
Yeah, it's different than here
Pretty
where you got to
crazy.
get like a visa for each shit. You just
Yeah, because they
Slide
didn't
through
really,
them.
they were that like there was some people on the train where they were like really asking them like questions, And to me, they just saw my shit and they asked me like 2 or 3 and they just moved on.
Yeah,
But
because it was a U.S. passport.
yeah,
But it depends
it was
where it
pretty
was
crazy.
issued.
I like, damn, son.
Yeah.
So I see what you mean by like, it's like they could easily just be like, all right, you come with me. But luckily on the train, they don't check you. They just check your passport and that's it. It's not like the whole like airport situation where you gotta like, you know, do all that stuff.
Was the weed bomb?
It was actually pretty cool. Yeah, they had some local stuff that was pretty good in Berlin. I didn't have local stuff in Amsterdam. You know, just stuff in Amsterdam that just some. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like
Some piff.
it won't ever be like they have that. They have a bunch of old school strains. Like they had like some Blue Dream, Girl Scout cookies.
Was it
Yeah,
real
like
Girl
stuff.
Scout cookie?
Yeah,
All
and like stuff that I like that I'm like, wow, it's been a while since
Yeah.
I've heard or
Blaze,
seen the strain.
I saw some Girl Scout cookies out here, bro. Cookie Monster cut.
Oh man! Shout out, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
For real.
Devon's cut.
Yep.
Bro, this shit was hitting for 500 an ounce.
Wow.
Dude.
That's crazy.
And I peeped it open. I was like, yo. I was like, I never wanted to just buy an eighth of something in a while, but I was like, I'm not finna spend 500 on this ounce, you know?
Hell no.
Yeah, but it was legit, bro. It was legit. And this was like a very expensive, table booth.
Yeah.
And I was like, they got the fire for sure, but the prices of some of this boutique weed is just crazy. 400 an ounce, 500 an ounce. That is crazy.
Man, that's what they call it now.
Yeah.
Boutique.
Yeah.
It
No,
is.
that's what I'm calling it.
Well, you know.
Small batch.
Man, came from a big ass room.
Yeah.
For real. Small batch where we release at a time. But yeah, like, don't get me wrong, bro. 500 an ounce, like, there's a lot of weed going for that, believe it or not. I just ain't paying it. You ain't catching me paying no 500 for no ounce.
Not
This
getting
ain't
me.
1990s, bro. No.
Like you said, I'll get
Hey,
an
but
eighth.
best believe there was people
Lined
were
up.
buying it.
Yep, lined up. Word. Shout out to Tenco, man. I don't hate on them, but homie, they be Elephant's Growth pulling 800.
Yeah, elephant growth.
Come on, bro. For an ounce of OG, 800 to 1,000 an ounce. Some wild work, right?
What?
Yeah, bro. And he gets it all day long in a mason jar with a sticker. Shout out to him, bro. If you get it, I don't fucking knock your hustle
800 to 1,000
day.
an ounce.
all day.
That's crazy.
Real talk, bro. All day.
Get a pound.
Yep. You ain't lying. Blue Zushi, same shit. 5K for the pound, 5,500 for the pound. Yeah. Yeah. They
Gold.
playing.
Gold right there, smoking gold.
You are, but to me, nah.
Do I bust a nut after I fucking get that or what, bro? Like, what the
Best believe.
fuck? Like,
Jerk off while you smoke.
yeah, like, what happens? Like, I'm just saying, like, what's so special about that shit?
What you gave me to roll up though right now, Blaze, is pretty good.
Thank you, bro. That's that crunch
Threw a
berries.
blunt.
And that shit's gonna be gone. We got a couple like little bags of it next week. We're gonna stock back up on it. But shout out to Fire Farmer, because he's the one who made the genetics on that. And everything right now that's candy kind of has that LCG. And this shit ain't got no LCG in it at all. It's
good.
Again, shout out Fire Farmer, crunch berries. Fire. For real. Need new strains, bro. People need to stay on work instead of just mixing the same shit together. Like you were saying, everything's fucking the same things.
Yeah, bro. Like, people
real.
try to tell me, it's like, this is lemon GMO. I'm just like, okay, so it's
not
lemon
like
cherry and fucking, you sprayed it with GMO terps.
Yeah. Fuck that, man. Need new smells, new tastes.
Yeah.
And there's people out there who keep doing it, Shout out to Wizard Trees. They're doing a lot of crosses. Scotty's always putting new pollen into new shit. Like, that's the only way we're gonna come up with new flavors, is people that's actually doing real breeding projects, not just like taking claim for a strain that they didn't invent, they didn't do nothing. They just got it, renamed it, put it in a bag. We need real genetic work.
Yep. All right, let's get into some news. Well, not news, but today is National, what is it, Anisette Day? I don't know what that is.
Anisette is a liqueur.
Oh,
It's a type of like liqueur, I believe liqueur. Yeah.
Anisette? I've never had it.
No?
Have you ever had that?
Yeah, of
Never.
course.
What is it?
It's just like a fucking.
Like, no,
drink.
but like, what
What
would
is
you
it, like
describe it? Like a
vodka?
vodka?
It's like a licorice.
Yeah,
type of
like
flavor.
a licorice, almost like a Zambuca. You ever have that? Same thing. It's an Italian liqueur that's like got that licoricey taste. Like Italian people drink that shit with like a coffee beans. They'll put like a couple
Nasty.
coffee beans into
Damn.
it.
It's
Wow.
popular in Spain, Italy, and Portugal.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Seems
France.
like some fucking European shit.
It
right
is.
The Romans for sure.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, happy that day.
Also, it's also National Wildland Day, Wildland Firefighter Day. Yep. So hey, salute to all the firefighters.
Yo,
bro.
especially the wildland
Yeah.
people that fight in forest fires. Yo, them shits are so deadly and so huge. Like one turn of the wind and they'll wipe half these people out.
Only
and what's
you
even
can
more
prevent.
fucked up is like 80% of California's firefighters, they're in jail. Those are prisoners. I don't know if you guys know, but like half of the firefighters that fight California fires are getting paid like 50 cents an hour.
How'd they end up in jail, Blaze?
I don't know, but I'm just saying. It don't mean that they should be on them lines. But they do it because they get less. They get time off.
They gotta do something, pass the time.
Yep. That's some shit too.
Like, it's like, yo, gonna be in there pissed off as fuck. Can't even lift weights, bro. Like, I wonder if any of these fools ever thought about just running away while they're firefighting. It's like, yo, who's gonna chase after me?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, okay, yeah, those are the 2 days. And did you know that in today, 1947, Larry David was born?
Yeah.
The funny guy.
Perfect.
Yeah. Curb Your Enthusiasm, Seinfeld.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is some funny ass.
Hell yeah, it is, bro. That shit cracked me the fuck up. First couple of seasons weren't the best, but after that, it ran. Once Leon came on, the show was a completely different dynamic.
It took me a while to get into it.
Yeah.
Then I was like, this will do. Also, today in 1969, Tony Touch was born. Happy birthday, B-Roll
Oh, hell
TV,
yeah.
Tony Touch.
Tony
Fucking
Touch.
New York legend, bro.
For a lot of the people that don't know that are new to the chat room, you know he used to have a show here on B-Roll TV.
Yep.
We used to stream that shit all the way from New York. Remember that shit, Ray?
New York.
He used to have a Tony Toka Tuesdays or some shit like that.
Yep.
And we used to stream it here on B-Roll TV. Even though he wasn't here, it was a dope way that he had that set up. And I always thought that was cool because he was always ahead of his time with that shit with us. Shout out to him. I got a lot of respect for that dude. And he's very entertaining. I catch his stuff on Shade 405 from time to time. He plays some good records. Happy birthday, bro. 1970. Also, today in 1970, Monty Love was born. He's
Moni Love, bro. Moni in the
Hey,
middle.
Moni.
Where's she at? In the
Moni.
middle. Come on, bro.
Shout out to
She's
Monty.
an OG right there.
God, I
Said
used
Moni.
to crush on Moni so bad.
Hell yeah, Moni Love was the shit. Definitely was.
It's Monty Love.
Moni Love. That was some Bolton shit right there. Straight Bolton read. Moni Love.
Also, and today in 1991, Slick Rick dropped the rulers back.
Yeah, boy.
I fuck with Slick Rick.
Hell yeah.
Legend.
It's funny. It took, I don't know, maybe a couple years listening to him. I didn't even know he was English until a certain time I heard him speak. I was like, yo.
You didn't pick up on it the way he.
Nah, not at first. Not just by listening to the songs. Nah, definitely not. And then I heard him talk on MTV. I was like, yo.
Timeless song. What do you think made the song, the children's story song, so epic? Was it the beat, or was
Everything.
it was just
All of it.
But the beat itself is fucking hard,
Yeah.
bro. Like, it's just, I think anybody could have snapped on that beat. But the fact that I don't know, I feel like it could have been anybody's song, but it was his. Also in 1996, Nas dropped "It Was Written," another classic
One
album.
of the best.
Damn.
Oh, this is why I saw the re-release, like a anniversary edition being dropped today
Yep.
for all the resellers.
Next year will be 30 years for that one.
Yeah,
Sick.
Banging ass fucking album, front to back.
damn, 30 years.
Yep.
Yep. We'll skip through the last one. No, I'm just playing. And 2011, Kendrick Lamar dropped Section 80.
Yeah. That was a good album. Mixtape, actually.
It was. So that's when everybody who
His
claims
first
to be a
studio
really a diehard Kendrick fan, they're like, I've been listening to him since Section 80, bro. And it's just like, it's like, oh fucking K, bro. Like, so the fuck what, bro? Like, doesn't matter. Just fucking
Damn, dog.
just appreciate the
Damn.
music.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? That's what kind of
Salty,
set him
dude.
off.
No, bro, because it's like that's every Kendrick fan, bro. It's like since Section 80. I'm like, he had music before that, right?
Was that the album that kind of blew him up?
That's like what he got known for, because he was talking about a lot of like relatable shit, kind of like the J. Cole album in the beginning, where it was a lot of like broke struggle shit. And then people kind of like at the time were just, that's always going to be relatable. So that kind of helped him. It has a lot of play on words with like Section 8 living and all this stuff. Section 8 living is public housing out here. So there's a lot of people out here in public housing that like, he's talking about us. Relatable with all those freaking hood struggles and shit. All right, next one. Next one. California. Well, I guess in news now. So California state tax on marijuana went up 4%. Damn, but they're treating it like gas
19%.
to 19% now.
Did you see the California gas? When it was supposed to go up yesterday, I think they were saying that by the peak of the summer, it could hit $8 a
They
gallon.
got me looking at my truck all mad, bro.
At $8 a gallon, you better be mad. It's supposed to go up. I think they said it was going to be like 40 to 60 cents for gas. And this is another 4% that's going on top of retail.
I'm kind of like, because if Be Real was here during this story, he'd be yelling.
Yeah.
He'd be yelling. He's like, "Why are you taxing us?
Because it's
This
true.
is not cool."
Bro, you realize we pump the oil here in California?
No, I
we
mean, I
refine
meant-
it here in
I
California.
meant the bud, bro.
Oh, the bud.
The
Yeah,
bud,
yeah.
because he has dispensaries.
Hell yeah. That's 4%. That's a lot. 19% on top of other taxes. That's not like the total. That's just excise tax. So, by the way, CaliBlaze.net, there's no excise tax. You're all right. Just local. Yeah, that's some
Fucking
bullshit.
California, bro.
Yep, bullshit.
That is nuts. Also, let's give us an update on the Diddy trial. I mean, that's what Melo's watching.
Yeah, right. Anything new coming up in there?
Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
Can you give us an update?
I already got denied
In
bail.
a minute.
All right.
He's still
I'm almost
loading.
there.
Yeah.
Man, it was
was,
all about the cheese man, bro. He's all about he's all about this cheese man right here. Also, I did see in another news that a warehouse in Northern California storing fireworks exploded.
I seen the video.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that shit was blowing up. Watch this shit. It was a big explosion.
Got this looking like Chinese New Year.
There you go. Look at that. Boom.
Oh shit, damn.
It's not
Blew up.
Chinese
Yep.
New Year.
That shit blew up.
Bam.
Yup.
That's where the Epstein files were at.
Yeah.
That's why they blew it up. Ponte a pensar, way.
So,
Damn, bro.
I mean, it's a lot. So
That's a
Verdict
lot.
is in.
the whole warehouse.
well, you remember the house that blew up like in downtown,
A
right?
verdict is in.
Oh shit! All right, breaking news! Breaking news! We Mellow Man, who's on site,
He's on site.
is letting us know that a verdict has been reached on the Diddy trial.
I keep seeing people saying no bail, no bond. Like, I guess.
He just got
it's-
denied bail.
He did, yeah.
It's on you, Mellow. Give us the update. What's going on?
This just in.
There you go.
The jury has reached a verdict.
Bring it.
The suspense in the courtroom is thick. And we will get this here very shortly. So y'all keep going, and I'll bring it to you once it's in.
That's crazy. Denied bail, waiting for sentencing. Bro, there's people who've been fucking out on murder who get bail.
You see what I'm saying?
For real, though. I'm not trying to be stupid, but denied bail for those two charges?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's some weak shit.
He might
First
beat her up
offense.
again, dude.
I don't know.
Crazy. But yeah,
America's a trip because you got, I know some gangster dudes, some blood dudes from back in the day, and some Crip dudes. Many of them have gotten off with several gun charges at the same time.
Bro, I've had two people that I grew up with. One manslaughter, one murder. One was home in 16 years, one was home in 9. So those are for real bodies. And then you got people who, my other boy got caught with 650 grams of coke and did 15 years.
I have a friend who beat 2 murder charges.
Yeah, but he beat them. I'm talking about people who got convicted and were home in those amount of times. And then another dude who a little over a half a kilo, 15 years in the feds for that. Come on, bro. That's just fucking stupid.
15 years in the can.
Yeah, for real, bro. Solid, straight. And that's not even for a body. That's for a little over a half a brick. And
They
2 other
compromise.
people, bodies, and they were home in like 9 and 12.
Here we go.
You got me.
system.
Thank goodness. Diddy Combs is escorted into the courtroom by the bailiffs. Family is present. And the jury is being brought in now.
Well, we're going to find out soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
I'm just curious how much time you're going to give him for those charges. That's all.
Judge says, please provide the verdict.
Oh, so they're like literally reading shit right now.
Imagine she opens it and it's just this. It's like
That'd be
they
great
just
with
drew a
somebody
middle
like
finger.
this, exactly.
Yo, he's dressing up as a Joker after this gets read.
Yeah.
He's dressing up, walking around like the Joker. Cause how unstoppable are you gonna feel
Juror
after
number
that?
5 is stepping up. which is the foreman.
He's like, we the jury find Sean Diddy Combs.
It's not in England, dog.
Shit, this ain't the Crown.
New York.
Shit.
That's wild though.
AOB.
They don't have yeah, New York. AOB. My nigga's not guilty. Are they gonna do the then how come they don't do that in court,
Yeah,
bro?
they are.
They do. They use a gavel.
Yeah, like
Oh fucking yeah, they do. Gavels are real. That shit ain't made up.
little bitch
They
ass
be
hammer.
banging
dude.
them, yeah.
That's a little bitch ass
Not
crab
guilty on
hammer.
RICO.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we already knew that though, right?
Not guilty on count 1. Not guilty. Sex trafficking in Casa Ventura, not guilty. Transportation for prostitution, guilty.
We knew that.
Flying the bitch out. Or flying the dude out.
Not guilty of RICO.
Those are
That's the
big
main one.
Didn't we know this already that he beat the 3 and he only got 2? So
Two,
what are we
yeah.
learning about now? I'm just curious. What's new? We already knew he
This could
beat-
change things because traffication, just the trafficking of prostitution, and if the judges, the lawyers
flying
still
dick
haggling.
across state lines.
Not guilty. Prostitution of trafficking, Jane, guilty.
Those are the same.
Only
charges.
prostitution of guilty and of Cassie and Jane are guilty on those.
That's the same as earlier.
Yeah.
I knew that was the same that we heard this morning. The RICO.
Yeah, but not the trafficking of.
No, those. I swear to God, I read those early, so I don't even know what the fuck is new about that.
Well,
It's the
at first
same-
it was the trafficking of the prostitutions. Trafficking prostitutes.
right.
Now it's just
Them single ones.
transportation of prostitution for
Transportation.
not guilty.
He was flying dick all over the country. Sick motherfucker.
Guilty on transportation and prostitution for Jane,
Jane Doe.
but he beats the RICO charge.
Yeah, that was the main one to beat.
Damn.
He was only found guilty to engage in transportation and prostitution, trafficking,
Yeah.
but not guilty of sex trafficking or RICO.
Basically guilty of some sus cuck
Holy
shit.
smokes, people,
That's
we have a
about it.
different turn of events here.
Yeah, not what everybody was expecting.
Not with the way when that raid went down. Do you guys remember how big that raid was when they raided Miami, New York, and LA all at the same time? Fucking, it was the biggest thing on the news. They had terabytes of shit, and every fucking celebrity was about to go down. Now nothing happened. Nothing came
Yeah.
of it. Literally, it went from like the biggest exposure to nothing. Not nothing, but
Sweep
this.
this under the rug.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yep. All right.
Well, he's not going home. Not going home.
Not soon.
Jail ain't a bad place for a guy like him. It's what he's looking for. Shit, that's what he was paying for. He's gonna be getting plowed for the next 10 years. Sick fuck.
Transportation of prostitution of Jane and Cassie.
All right. Well, in other news, we have a couple other stories. Japan Airlines flight from Shanghai to Tokyo took a dramatic turn of events when they plummeted over 20,000 feet in under 10 minutes. That is my biggest fear, bro. Like literally, when flying, bro, it is my. You didn't think about that when you were flying, Pedro?
I try not to.
That's what didn't let me go back to sleep.
That part.
Yeah, like because every time the shit would shake, I would be like, "Oh, this is all she wrote."
But you shouldn't think like that, you know? But that is some scary shit.
It's because, bro, not all airlines take care of their airplanes the same, bro. You gotta go with a company that I'm like, you're paying for your money's worth, bro. Because they're just Airbuses, bro. Nobody maintains that shit like that.
Airbus is better than them Boeings, bro. Fuck them Boeings. No way.
Boeing's bad news?
Bad news. For the last couple of years, that's what's been falling out of the sky. Fucking Boeings. And I think it's the 737, but fuck that.
I think it's the relationship between the
Airbus.
co-pilots.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it should be gnarly. 20,000 feet in 10 minutes. Ah.
then
Never a good thing.
yeah, bro, because you start descending quick, and then you start seeing everything just come down, bro. You just can't descend that quick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything gets fucked up. You rise up, and yeah.
But they ended up what, like getting back to normal, or what happened?
I don't know. I didn't just. That's all it says right here. What happened, Ray?
Yeah, eventually it did, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No
so-
injuries were reported. The aircraft landed in Osaka around 8:50 p.m. local time. They say that an alert indicating an abnormality in the aircraft's pressurization system.
It was just
Got
a little scary.
triggered and caused the plane to, dip. But they regained.
Okay, so shout out to them. At least it wasn't a complete horror story. Also, and what is it? Also, in other news, 40-year-old LeBron James said he is returning to the Lakers for his 23rd season in the NBA.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Damn,
at
dude.
what point, like, do you retire, bro?
He's got
40,
that
probably
ring,
at 40.
dog.
It's probably last year right now.
Doesn't he already have a ring? Like, bro, like, you're not
Another
Kobe.
one.
Chill, bro.
Well, you don't think LAFC
wants
wants
another
another
ring.
ring?
Yeah, but they don't have a LeBron.
Well, we'll see. Should be interesting seeing him play another year. They've been putting in work, but
52.6
especially
million.
with they just got fucking Luka, bro. He wants to stay another year.
Oh, I forgot about Luka.
Yeah.
He's got to pass the baton eventually, man. And I
Yeah,
think
it ain't gonna be
Luka's
to
the
his
guy.
son. Tell you that much.
Nah, his son's got more time to go.
Son got to
man.
earn it, bro. He's his first year.
Luke ain't.
Not even a year yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just had he's had a couple points, but not too crazy.
He ain't no LeBron, that's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. He ain't no child prodigy.
No.
But another year, let's see what he does.
It's a part of the genetics that was left out, son. Yeah. Yeah, but
So mean, bro.
What is it? Do we have any submissions or any super chats?
We can go to the insane asylum, of course.
Oh yeah, let's open up the doors to the insane asylum and see what's cracking in there.
Crazy ass motherfuckers.
It's just Midget Mike. He's like, hey yo, I'm with my AI girlfriend.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, salute to everybody that is up in here right now. We are going to look into your submissions in the insane asylum, and thank you so much for joining us. Hit that thumbs up, and let's get into submissions.
What he means is super chats, comments, and questions.
Oh yeah, super chat. Sorry.
We don't have too much, but here we go. Eric Nelson, this whole court is out of order.
Yeah.
It be like that,
It
dog.
was everywhere. But hey, they reached a verdict, and it's it's just time will tell. See what happens. If that's what they meant.
Yeah, it was regarding Diddy.
Okay, well, salute to. So thank you for that super chat. What's the next one?
Next one is from Raphael. I'm puffing on some caramel apple gelato. Yum.
Caramel apple gelato. That
What do you-
sounth very tasty, but I've never heard of
Sounds
the
made
mix.
the fuck up.
What is this, like a pen? Guys, I believe it if it's like a pen flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll make that flavor.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'll believe it, bro. Caramel apple gelato. But send me a picture of that strain, bro. I want to see what the fuck that looks like.
It should
It
just
look like
left it.
gelato.
He's like, first you spray it.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next one?
Next one is from Megan, and she says, "Peace, fam."
Peace to you too, Megan.
Peace to you, Megan. Appreciate you. Thank you for that sweater.
All
And
right,
it was-
next one is from Joshua FJ. There are houses from the 90s falling apart. LOL.
Fact. So I'm saying, like, shit, building shit back then. And again, obviously it's the materials. You know, everything back then was built out of clay and stones, and now everything's fucking wood and plastic. So made like shit.
Everything is wood and plastic, no cap. All right. Next one, Ray.
Next one. N. Farrar. Mello came through once when I was working for 5 minutes on their border, and I started yelling at them for jokes. They made me take a 10-minute break and wave them through. I left in chains, I think.
Is that something that I did?
Yeah. He was
Oh,
talking about-
apparently you were
yeah.
there.
Wait. You want to repeat that?
He said Mello came through once when I was working for 5 minutes on their border, and I started yelling at him for jokes. They made me take a 10-minute break and wave them through. I left in chains, I think.
Basically, I think when we were talking about Europe and shit like that on the train and
Yeah.
borders, I think that's when he put that comment. So I don't know, maybe he was traveling one time and he was working.
Okay.
Just trying to give you some context to where that might have came from. You know?
Got you. All right, salute, man. Salute.
Yeah, I didn't forget that either.
Exactly.
Straight up. Next one.
You lost me at.
That's it so far.
Damn, we're
More
light on the
come,
super
more
chats
come
today,
when they'll
huh?
come, dude.
Well, if you're bored, you can just go over to CaliBlaze.net. We got specials on smalls, hash holes, bigs, SHO syringes. We're going to be throwing a big from 4th of July to 7/10. There will be a dope sale going on all products site-wide. So
Big.
get over to CaliBlaze.net, put in code BREALTV at checkout for additional savings. And by the way, if you want to try something real unique, there's only a couple left. Grab them crunch berries because I'm telling you, definitely something fucking different. If you want to try something different, try it. Much love.
Hell yeah. But yeah, salute to everybody that's watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And I believe Cypress Hills in Spain playing at Icónica Sevilla today. And tomorrow they play in Murcia, Spain at the Murcia on Festival.
Where?
Murcia. And Friday at Spain's Festival Rio Babel.
Oh, that's 4th of July. Yep,
And
Friday.
then next week is Germany.
Back to Germany.
Orale.
Yeah, Berlin again. There you go. Austria.
And then they
hell
ended
yeah.
in Greece.
Nice. Where in Greece?
Greth.
Where's that say? Malacca?
Malacasa.
Does that say Malacca?
Yeah.
It says Malacasa.
Malacasa. Yeah, Malacca means jerk off. And that's like the biggest word you call someone in Greek. What up, Malacca? Ella de Malacca. Tekanis.
Yep.
We got a super chat from Franco.
What up, Franco?
Don't forget to rake the forest.
Rake the forest?
For
Oh,
the
he's talking about
wildfire
firefighters.
Yeah, you know, I wish people would do that a lot more. Like they would pay it, because I remember when I used to go hiking, there would always be a lot of stuff, like a lot of brush, and I'm just like, man, if I was smoking, I could just easily throw fucking roach and that's it.
Yeah.
It's over for you, Forrest. So
If you look at like
respect, dog.
Pacific Palisades and all that shit burned last year, not even last year, like 5-6 months ago, the insurance companies were dropping them beforehand because of the amount of dead brush, and the budget was literally eliminated the year before to clean it up. So it's like that was a disaster that was literally made to happen. That was fucked up. That could have been prevented.
It was engineered.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have one more, right?
Yeah, it's from Emperor. He says, did not super chat that. Thanks.
I did not super chat that. That's what he wrote. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for the super chats. Fuck. Do we have any submissions?
Yeah, we got a couple of submissions.
Might as well get into them now because
Do you want to get into that?
Yep. Yeah. Salute to everybody. Make sure you hit your submissions, and we could play them on Be Real TV. And hit that thumbs up once again.
All right.
What?
Time for submission. Be Real TV. Dr. Greenthumb Show.
All right, let's get into submissions. Let's see what they got cracking up in that.
All right. Let's see what's up over here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Got one from Jason. He said he caught this on Facebook the other day.
What's it say?
It's too ugly to prostitute.
You ain't joking, homie.
Damn, too ugly to prostitute. Hey, at least you think there's bums out there that just think about like a funny, clever sign to just make people laugh because they make you laugh. You're like, I'll give you $1.
Yeah, definitely. And it works too. Like I've definitely given people the money with creative signs. Absolutely. Put a little effort into it, make me laugh. Here you go. I'll give you something.
Yeah, and who said that submission song? That shit was like hella fucking
I have no idea.
1940s ish or whatever, dog.
Creepy.
All right.
New one.
What's the next submission?
Next one is from Jose Diaz. Shout out to my homegirl Monique and her beautiful art. Super dope hat pin.
That's tight. If she hand drew that on there and did all that, that's pretty fucking sick.
It's like a butterfly, but the Wu-Tang symbol at the same time.
Woo-woo.
It's dope.
Might be like a moth.
Yeah, moth, butterfly, Wu-Tang.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of those moths that have the skull in them. I don't know if you've seen them before.
There's some dope moths, bro. With their markings.
Crazy.
Hell yeah.
Right. Next one is from Mike Balos, and he says,
Okay. That looked like bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, that looks good. I'm down with that, homie.
I just switched the bagel.
on the
but
everything bagel. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good.
Why, you don't like the seeds?
Yeah, I just prefer like a little plain one.
Yeah,
I'll eat that one too, but
I'll eat that
put
shit.
it over a
all
plain
day.
one.
Yeah, he
I'll
says,
Oh, he
definitely
did like beef, bacon, or pork. That might be a sausage, egg, and cheese.
that's what he said. Sausage.
Oh, there you go.
egg,
Sausage, egg, and
cheese,
cheese.
NY style.
I'll
you gotta add a
definitely
deli.
avoid the cheddar jalapeno
Oof,
bagel.
Nah.
That I'll skip on for sure.
You don't like
Cheddar
that one?
jalapeno bagel, huh?
Yeah, I think it's gross.
Gross.
Dun dun dun.
That I don't know. I like that. The cheddar jalapeno was inspired. Like today, Ray came through. He said that there's this panaderia by his place that they sell these bolillos already filled up with cream cheese and jalapeno, and like the
Interesting.
school kids already buy there. They already go and buy them, but like because they grab that to eat. But he said that the school's out, so he's like, oh, they actually have them available, and he brought me one. That shit was fire, dog.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's like a bolillo, freshly made with the cream cheese and actual chopped jalapenos. Not like they came from a can. Like you could tell that somebody chopped them up in the bag because they were still crunchy, like freshly put in there. That was
sounds
great.
good. Oh, Leo, huh?
Yeah.
Shit is bomb.
Those are good. I
Goes
like
out
We got to
quick.
get like a dozen of those.
Shit, I'll put it in an order. I'm sure they can handle.
They're out. School's out. They got more than enough.
Straight up.
All right, next one is from Mike Latewood 562. Happy Hump Day. Just hit up the Cypress Block, Cypress Ave, and Firestone on the hood.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I literally drive. I mean, not Ave, but Cypress Street, and in Southgate.
Right there, Southgate, right there.
All
What's
right.
going on? We die?
Next one is from Scott Green. Just getting all my CataBlaze.net SHL cast ready to fill for my Metallica concerts,
Fuck yeah.
followed by Wu-Tang.
Ooh, if you love Metallica, take that whole needle, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, come on, be a man.
Yeah, be a man. Bro, those things are the greatest, man. I was going to take them today. I haven't smoked in like a week, but I have my bike today, so I'm like, I ain't going to take them because too high on the motorcycle is not
I don't think
cool,
this
bro.
guy's down. He's not down. I don't believe he's down. Weak. Not swaying.
Nah, that's Scott, bro. Scott be taking capsules, bro. He be eating the shit out of that.
He's not down.
He's down, fool.
I'm just fucking with you. Next one.
Next one is from Stylist Reed. He has art.
Like a traditional style tattoo right there.
This is a blue nose pit bull.
Yeah.
Like a
Picasso style. It's like his line phase or whatever.
tattoo you'd see on like a chick.
It's a traditional, like that basic line. That's they just call traditional tattoos.
Yeah, it's just like a one line, right?
Yeah, yeah, like very basic. Like it's an old style. My sister does a lot of those because people like them.
He's on got one.
Yeah,
Not one of those. I have a different dog. But
He has more.
yeah.
He has a Caninus familiaris.
Scruffy looking motherfucker.
yep. Looks like you need to finish that one.
That's
Needs some
that's the
work.
style, huh?
Look, that's like the Goodfellas. One's
Yeah.
looking east, one's looking west.
Yeah.
The Goodfellas dogs.
I like that one. That one's cool.
I don't know about the other one.
yeah. Yeah, the other one's a little scruffy. What the fuck is that?
That one's the girl and Russian wolfhound.
A Russian what?
Girl and Russian wolfhound.
Wolfhound.
Wolfhound's right here.
That looks like something I drew in 2nd grade.
It's like she's hugging it. It's like she's holding it from
serious.
behind.
I see the girl face, but I don't see anything else.
Yeah, I see the girl
Well,
face.
the box that was covering us, you see, like, our screen is covering the dog's face.
I see a little fucking fingers here at the side.
I think that's like the head. See ya. You
Oh, it's
couldn't
one
see,
of
now
those
you see.
long snot fucking
Long
dogs.
snot. You mean schnoz?
Yeah, the
Snout.
fucking snout. There you go.
There you go.
Now I see it.
Yeah.
That's ugly though.
Terrible.
Picasso.
Shout out to them though, but
No shout out. It's terrible.
This one's horse summertime vibes.
Okay, that's a single line. Whatever. That's in
What the
respect.
fuck is this?
it looks
Just
good.
simple art,
Yeah,
bro, you know?
single line art.
Simple, one line. They don't lift the pen.
Yeah,
That
it's
thing. It's one
they-
line.
That's
yep.
creative.
It is. It is.
That takes time to perfect that. In one
That takes about
stroke.
13
Hey, hey.
seconds, but yeah, that's cool. Not
Give me a
time.
fucking
That ain't no fucking Picasso, but
Give me
still.
a fucking pen.
dope.
I'll do that shit right now.
What about this one, dog?
It looks like a Doberman in the
Lycanthropy.
face.
They look like all single line, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all single line drawings, so it's cool.
At least that I can tell. At least it's a Doberman
And a face.
in the
yeah.
face. Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
Give
one
me your
line.
Doberman.
One line.
One line drawings by E-Zone
We
coming
got one.
soon.
We got one more.
He goes in 3.
This one's called the Puffin Bird.
It's like a penguin.
Nah, that looks like a puffin. Puffin's got that beak. That's not bad.
Ah,
It's okay.
Still one line.
I see it.
Impressive.
Abstract. You know, I try to be good at art, bro. Took like hella art classes.
Yeah, not me. I
Yeah.
know it. I gotta write my name.
Yeah, and then I was just like, man, I just can't. I think the best era that I ever got done for like art classes was the perspective era, where you learn how to like draw a bunch of buildings, like skyscrapers and shit.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, I literally know how to do that shit with a ruler.
Oh, okay, make it look like.
Like, and it looks like legit, like a whole city.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, those are a trip. The way you make it like a flat paper look like that.
Do you ever
Just
take
some
art class?
lines. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, had it as electives. Made
took
some
that-
clay shit. You know,
I
put
took
it in
that
the
shit
urn.
like consistently, bro. I took like 3 years of it, 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, this shit's hard. Can't paint shit.
Can't fucking. Should have done that one line drawing.
I mean, but then I'm over here. I was like, yeah, look at this fool submitting this stuff. Not.
Yeah, there would be some talented people in those classes. It's crazy.
What's going on, Mello? It's on site over here at the Diddy.
Anything new?
I'm sorry, what?
He's asking you anything new up on
Yes, his team is filing for a bail to get
Yeah.
bail,
You know.
I got
and that's going on right now. And it looks like he may only do up to 5 years.
5
Prosecutor
years.
said anywhere
Jeez.
between 31 to 52 months.
Oh wow.
So what's
yeah.
that math?
Yeah.
With numbers.
48 months is 4 years. 60 months is 5 years. 36 is 3.
There you go.
You know.
So that's what we're looking at.
That's a lot of time for
But he wants to go home until the sentencing.
which
will be
normal, unless you're like
over.
the reason you wouldn't give someone is a major flight risk. Somebody who's looking at 4 to 5 years, that's not flight risk.
Yeah.
If you're looking at life,
Yeah.
now I understand 20, 30 years, you don't give them bail. But if somebody's looking at
What
5,
if he
10
owns
years,
the plane though?
he does own planes. He can leave, but
Right.
it would be more of a mess for him to leave for 5 years than it would
Yeah.
for him to go do his time and come home.
Yeah,
he would
that part.
make it way worse. So
Yeah.
to me, that doesn't really make sense. I think that's overkill.
Yeah.
That part.
I just do.
That yeah. Crazy.
And I'm not saying I'm a fucking Diddy fan, bro. He
Yeah, no,
definitely
no,
did
let's
some
be
evil
clear.
shit, like for
Let's
real.
be clear. Neither am I.
Right.
I by no means am I cheering for this dude.
Same.
And I thought he was a weirdo a long time ago.
Facts.
So let's be clear. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
condone
Same.
any of the shit he's done to any of them people.
Right.
At any of them times. So
You
let's
met him before,
be
Mello?
absolutely clear.
Yeah.
Huh?
You met him before?
Never met him.
Oh, okay.
Never met the guy. Don't know the guy. So let's be clear. I'm not about this dude at all. I'm just really sorry at the terrible way the prosecution
Correct.
went about this.
Correct.
And I thought there was a better route to really nail this dude. But that's not up to me, and that's not, you know.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. They just did a terrible job at prosecuting him. Like, from what I've seen, I'm like, come on, man. This ain't what, like, when that fucking raid went down, we were expecting the worst of the worst and a slew of people to be named. Remember how everybody was scared? You ain't heard fucking shit about nobody.
Yeah.
So, talk about cover-ups. God damn.
See,
Real talk.
that's crazy.
Hell
Yeah,
straight up.
they looking at that as an L. You know,
Yep.
that's an L. That's
Taking an
crazy.
L, dog. That's
And it's
how
a
it be.
federal charge, right? It's a federal case. That's crazy. Usually they win, bro. They don't come at you unless they win.
You'll have an 80 or
80,
90%, 80% conviction rate or some shit.
Yeah.
like that.
90.
Oh, there you go.
94%.
Yep.
He had to get something, but he didn't get the big fucking
Nope.
time. But best believe he's doing some type of time. It may not be the, you know,
Doing big
25 to
time.
life, but it'll be reasonable for him. He'd be dumb not to.
Good behavior might be out in 3.
Yeah.
Well, no, not with federal. You do 90% of your time, no matter what. 80 or 90. There's no matter what. The state, you could do less than half. But federal, nope. 80 or 90%. I believe it's 90. So if you get 10 years, you're doing 9 of them bitches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, for sure. I mean, that's no joke. Whenever you do catch a federal charge,
Them years stick.
that's why. Did you see that whole thing where all those people that, you know how you've been seeing some of the ICE agents, they take pictures or video of the people doing it?
Yeah.
You know, they have like phones that have facial recognition, and that shit has
Specifically for that.
specifically for that. And if you've ever traveled international, your face is in that database.
Yeah.
So that's how they're busting all these people that were doing all this dumb shit, like
Throwing
throwing
rocks, yep.
shit
Yeah.
or like assaulting federal officers. They're
Facial
all
recognition. That's all it
they're
is.
they're all looking into them, and then they're all just going into. I was like, bro, you fools got to be out there on your DJ FM shit and fucking wear a mask.
They got that technology.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
they get you very clear whenever you travel abroad. You
Yeah.
see yourself and you're like,
Yeah, literally. My process coming back, you know. You have to show your face no matter what. Yeah.
yeah, there's no way you could ever run away to another country and just like leave your life behind without anybody knowing, without like you having to be in some file, bro. Because you're gonna have to land in an airport, the facial recognition thing, you know, passport to get out of here. Unless you go in
Gotta
a
have
boat.
juice.
Unless what would be the only way, bro? I mean, maybe that's why they don't give us flying cars, bro.
Well, the flying cars wouldn't be
Oh, they'd be tracked.
like have that much of a distance to go, you know.
Yeah, true that.
Like it won't go like how a plane travels, you know, at that height.
That tech is barely starting to like, you know, reach the public eye. You know what I'm saying? It's still being developed as we speak through the military.
You ever seen those videos of those guys? They're in the water and they have like a jetpack and they're like flying over the water. Like,
Yeah.
I
You
was
could do
like,
that shit in Newport. You mean like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems pretty cool.
Yeah, they've been having that for like at least 10 years in OC. Like you
Yeah?
can go pay, you just rent it. And it's like a jet ski.
Try it.
Yeah, it's a jet ski hooked up to a propulsion system, and you go like 10, 15 feet in the air.
Fuck
On like on a
around,
surfboard type of thing, yeah. It's pretty
break a leg.
I've watched people go straight up and just drop, like boom.
Yeah.
No balance whatsoever.
Because you're supposed to keep it going, right? You push have a button.
Propulsion,
Yeah.
yep. You stop, it's just gonna drop.
Goes with the flow. Just goes straight down. That's where you're going.
Yeah, that would for sure. You'd end up like getting hurt big time. Because people think that you could fall in water and it just doesn't hurt.
No, it'll hurt. Especially
From
at
a
10,
certain
15
amount
feet.
of feet, that shit's like concrete.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep. Oh no, that's different. That's straight
Yeah.
jetpacks. Those are real
Yeah.
jetpacks. That ain't what I was talking about.
That's some military shit right
that
there.
is
Exactly,
military
military
jetpack.
stuff.
That is next level shit. Those are actual jet propulsion. That's not water.
You know,
Bro,
those
you
billionaires
can
in that boat.
land on somebody's ship ASAP and be like, hey, what the fuck's up? I'm packing heat.
Yeah.
We're all pulling up.
But their hands are too busy having the jetpacks. You know, you
Yeah.
get shot down quick. I would assume. Look, what they're gonna shoot with? Their hands are busy. Unless they're Iron Man.
Nah,
and
you
they
got
you
automated
know?
fucking guns and shit.
Yeah, they
man.
probably do.
Look at that. That's dope. I've been doing that in my dreams since I was a kid. Been flying around like that. I would love to do it for real.
Right.
Yeah, that looks fucking fun. But then it looks scary. Imagine you run out of battery.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you run out of battery and then you just
Vulnerable.
the water, or they shoot your shit down.
Yeah. Your hands are too busy, dude. They'll shoot you down for sure. You don't got no weapon.
That's straight up, man. I think it's about that time. Do we have any more, Ray?
Yes, we do. We do
Okay,
have a
cool.
couple
Thank
more
God.
submissions. I actually got one from Trace. If you want to listen to it, if you want to put your headphones on or whatever.
Yeah, let's see what you got. Who's it from?
Trace.
Once everybody gets
Trace
ready, I
Nunez?
suppose. Ready? Here we go.
Yes, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Live and direct from Seville, Spain, the site of the first of one of 3 concerts going on here in Spain on the Cypress Hill European Tour. But I had to share this venue with you. Look at this place. I cannot imagine what this is going to look like tonight, filled with Spanish fans, and this whole place lit up. Live and direct, like I said, Seville, Spain, the first of 3 going down. Your boy Trace checking in live and direct for BREALTV. Let's kick it back to the studio.
Yeah, you should have shown this live when they did the fucking thing. That whole whatever church or whatever was lit up all red. Like the venue looked dope as fuck, man.
That looks like a sick ass venue.
It
like,
looked dope when they were performing, man. They had it lit up really, really nice.
It looks like a
Shout
very
out to them.
badass venue, like a castle or a church or something like that.
Yep,
Awesome.
That's fucking sick.
very dope.
Do you have another one, Ray?
Yeah, I got a couple more. I got one from Slappy. He said he went to an Acid Bath show. I don't know if you know the band Acid Bath. They're pretty good fucking, death metal band and shit.
Okay.
So he had a blast. He was in the pit, man. Played again.
Yeah, he's deep in there. Look at that.
I don't know who Acid Bath is.
Pretty cool band, dude. Not for La Boo Boo, not for the La Boo Boos.
That is
Not
not
a place
pit.
for the
That
Lagoons.
was some fruity shit. Ain't no throws. Come on,
It's pretty mellow.
man. That's just
Fitting.
some fucking people pushing each other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's pretty
mosh.
mellow.
A real mosh pit. There's people throwing bows. People getting laid the fuck out. That
You're not
was soft.
hardcore enough, bro.
That was mad soft. For real.
Bail
somebody.
denied.
L denied. Man. That's weak.
Breaking news. Yeah, he's staying until sentencing.
Time
Yeah.
served.
And that's it for our submissions, man.
Shout out to you for enjoying Acid Bath.
Yeah. Salute to thank you everybody for your submissions and your super chats. We appreciate you guys.
I got actually 2 that came in. Super
Okay,
chats.
Ride.
Let's let it ride.
Here we go. Midget Mike, E-Zone. Music wise, what's your top 3 YNs today? LOL.
I don't really be listening to too many YNs these days because it's not
To the
too
mic,
relatable-
sweetie.
Not too relatable. But fuck, that's kind of hard, bro. I be listening to a lot of unks, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Word a lot.
Yeah, bro. Like that's just like my musical taste. So not too many YNs. Yeah, I can't really name any off the top, bro. Because all the ones that I thought when I first started listening to them, they're youngs. They all have kids now, so they're no longer YNs.
You don't listen to Kodak? He's not in your top 3?
He's already 30 something, bro.
Still young.
And on crack and heroin, that's no YN.
So that's like 50.
Yeah.
Pedro, he's in your top 3?
I wouldn't consider him a YN no more. That's for sure. But yeah, he's
Unk
up
for
there
sure.
me. Yeah,
Or Big Bro.
Oh, Big Bro. He's a
Yeah.
Big Bro. I think.
Oh, he's a big bro, dude?
He's not a YN for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say like too many YNs I'll be listening to. It'd be like,
There's
oh,
a couple I know of, but I don't really listen to them like that. To be like, oh, they're my top 3. Yeah.
And we got another super chat from Michael Bios. He says Diddy gonna turn Muslim now.
What did they say? Asylum.
Salam alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Yeah. In Allah.
Yo, you seen that one dude who like butchered the shit out of it? It was
No.
going around, what's it called? I forgot what he said, but it wasn't even close to Assalamu alaikum. It was he said some wild shit. It was hilarious, bro. He butchered the fuck out of it.
I laugh at
People
the
were looking at him like, what did you just say?
I laugh at the meme that's just like when you have a bro who goes to jail
2 minutes,
for
yep.
2 minutes and he's already calling you he's
Yep.
Muslim.
5%ers.
Yeah.
What's up in jail?
Yeah, that's was that the last one, right?
Thus far.
Okay. I mean, I think we ran through the news too and everything. Yeah, so hey man, I want to thank everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know we might be cutting it a little bit short today, but hey man, we hope you appreciated the show. We hope you give it a thumbs up. There's gonna be no mix, or there will be a mix? No mix?
No mix today, but tune in tomorrow for another show.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And go watch the Cali Vibes interviews in case you haven't watched them. They're available on BREALTV. Go show those some love in case you're looking for extra content. You got any shout outs, Mellow Mayonnaise?
I don't. I'm chilling today, man. Love to everybody here. All the brothers behind us, making us look good, brother. Sound good, sound tight. And just wish everybody a great rest of your day.
Yeah.
I'm going to go chill. Might have some Patrizzi later. Got a little studio session. I'm going to drink a little bit. And then I'm going to try to post up with a shorty or two. You know what it is. Peace.
My guy. What is it? Thank you, Ray, Rara, and Dominic for and not Bolton for running on boards. Appreciate you guys. And Pedro, welcome back. You got any shout outs?
Thank you. Yeah, salute to everybody watching 5150, the Twitch, Asylum, everybody here at the table. Shout out to everybody on tour. Be safe. Everyone that's not here, that's always here. Shout out to you guys. Have a blessed 4th of July if I don't see you guys till then. And then be safe. Don't blow up fireworks with your hands. Go place them down at least. And yeah, pretty much. Shout out to everybody.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody here at the table. 5150's Insane Asylum. Find me Cali_Blaze on Instagram or CaliBlaze.net. Put in code BREALTV at checkout for extra savings. Much love.
Thank you everybody for tuning in for the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast this morning. Go watch that episode with comedian Daisy Rocks. Also tomorrow, tune in. We will be having the one and only Russell Peters pulling up to the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast.
Dope.
So yeah.
Whoa, son.
You need to bring him on.
Making
the show.
major moves, son.
You know, I got Indian connections now. You know, shout
Good
out to Nitty.
Lord.
When is he gonna be on?
Tomorrow night. He'll be on
man.
tomorrow night, 7 to 9. We got Russell Peters. The Russell Peters, the legendary comedian. He will be in the house. And make sure you guys tune in 7 to 9. There's also going to be a big giveaway that night for all the super chatters. Also, there will be a sale going on for the 4th of July. Sign up to our newsletter, highandhungry.shop. There will be, a discount code coming at you. So make sure you pay attention to your emails because I'm going to give you guys a discount code for the 4th of July weekend. You can save yourself some money on the new merch. And with that being said, I will see you guys here tomorrow.
BREALTV